What's up, you baby killers? Welcome to another episode of Chubby Cat, episode 62.
I am so uncomfortable with that.
Coming at you hard and fast. But yeah, welcome. I'm Tom, one of your co-hosts with the most that likes to boast, and I don't kill babies, but my other brothers might. Jay?
Nope.
Are you sure?
0 on my tally.
They're really easy. Easy kill.
Is this like a throwback to the Baby Assassin?
Yes.
Okay. It's like,
Tom made a character that was a professional baby assassin.
Professional baby assassin.
He likes to brag that he's never been defeated in combat.
Dude.
okay.
Never. But yeah, so little treat. Been by myself for a while. Last week we had Jay, and now we're actually like a full party.
Yeah.
We got Sterling back.
Hey, everyone.
Do you remember how to podcast?
It's questionable.
No,
it's
that
been a while.
fucking no.
Do you
It's
guys
been a
remember
while.
Sterling?
Do you remember who I am?
This is Sterling. That's his voice.
This is Sterling. Hi.
And then we have Mattus.
Hello, gentlemen and ladies.
We were gonna have Kyle, but he decided
Legoland was more important.
he was going to
Legoland with the infamous Lothar Allen.
Sloths.
He said he was not going.
He's going with the
different
other
side
half
of
of his family.
Oh.
Well, he might as well be going with Lothar Allen.
But
because
to
he should be here.
commemorate this occasion,
Oh, that's a good crack.
Oh, cracking
Like
it. Cracking it
Saturdays
good.
are for the boys.
are
are
for
indeed.
them boys.
Undeniably.
Also, my throat is parched.
Dry.
And Saturdays are a great day for podcasting rather than Tuesday night.
Yeah,
That's
Tuesday night, the
great.
day before.
Right
All
before.
of us struggling to get it done. Before
Like,
have
hey,
to go to bed at
we have
8.
none ready. We need to do it by like 8 p.m.
Yeah, gotta edit
Cool.
that. Oh, and then I don't edit it, and then I put it on Thursday because I'm so tired. I'm just
Slap
like,
it up there.
nope.
Bit of raw footage. That's what
But
it was.
welcome back, you guys. I'm glad
Thanks.
to have you here.
Yeah.
The baby assassin,
God.
aka Wildcat, aka T-Bagizzle, aka
Tom Longfellow.
yeah. That's just gonna be my sign in from now on.
The Baby Assassin?
No, just like
Oh,
AKAs.
okay, I was like, just lots of them.
Although if I was a DJ, I think I would be the baby assassin.
Like one of those.
I think that made me really uncomfortable.
One of those
I don't know
announcers.
if I'd check out that show.
Huh?
So like one of those announcers, like a herald from like Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Like all
Tom
my
Connor's
titles.
First of his name.
Name?
Actually, third of his name.
Last of his name.
Oh, it got dark.
Oh,
Speaking of dark, you
Didn't
found a
take
dead
long.
body today. You want to
you
talk
did.
about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like briefly.
Okay.
Killer deals at your ship store.
Yeah. I got home last night and I parked behind this red Kia, and it was on, and like the guy was like sitting in there, and I was like, okay, he's probably just waiting for someone or whatever. Like
Because it wasn't late. It was like 10 o'clock.
10
right?
o'clock, yeah. So I was like, whatever.
I'm assuming.
And then when I came out to my car to come over here at 11 o'clock this morning, he was still there. Car was still running. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And so I went and like kind of knocked on the window, and he was like hunched over. Didn't really respond. So then I called the sheriff, and then I left.
And then you left? You didn't even
Just
stick
got the hell
around?
out of there.
He did
No.
leave. My mom was like, "You take pictures?" Tom's like, "No,
No.
no." And she's like,
That's horrible.
"I want to see a dead body."
Yeah, dude, I was not.
She was talking about when she was a kid. She went to a sewer trying
Yeah,
to find a dead body with her friends,
And her
they
mom.
dragged,
Like
they
in the
dragged
classic.
my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
At least
Like,
they're responsible and brought an adult.
I mean, she would have been like a little younger than my mom's age at the time. You know, she probably
Yeah.
would have been like maybe like late 30s. My grandma was a classy woman, so I'm trying to picture her like crawling through a sewer. I mean, she's like walking, but like
Yeah,
Still.
still.
like right outside
Just
of a trailer park.
Trying to
I
find a
would
dead
not
body.
have been happy.
And then my mom was like, "That was the last time we ever played in the sewer," because my mom kind of realized like probably not a
Probably
great
not a good thing.
place
Mhm.
for like little
Not a
girls
good
to play.
adventure.
No, nope.
I have a sewer story. So I grew up in Temecula,
Yes.
and that's where a lot of construction was going on. And, you know, they put in those big, giant, like, water drain pipes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so we're
As you
kids.
were.
Yeah, we used to go hiking there, and they were destroying our hills that we'd hike in. So we would go and, like, just explore the construction sites. And they were putting one of these things in, and we're like, let's see how far it goes. And so we just started walking in, and, like, we're just walking, and my friend's ahead of me. And maybe, like, a good 6 minutes in, he just, like it's dark. Like, you kind of look behind you, and it's like a pinhole light. And then all of a sudden, my friend, like, I look back, and my friend's gone. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, I fell. And I was like, what? And, like, so I guess, like, if you imagine it, like, the tube was going straight. And then at some point, there was, like, another tube that went down.
Yeah, drop off.
And he went down. And he couldn't get out. So I had to, like, leave him to get a rope and come back for him. But for, like, 20 minutes, my friend was just alone in the dark and, like, A ditch.
This
Oh,
doesn't
that sounds
sound.
terrifying.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like it at all.
That sounds deeply scarring.
Yeah.
Was that Devin?
Huh?
Was that Devin?
No, it was my friend. Fuck Brian.
Fuck Brian.
Brian.
Wow.
My friend, fuck Brian.
Terrible
That's
name.
probably what he had to resort to
Yeah.
to like,
Yeah.
deal with the trauma. He was like, gotta go into porn.
Gotta go into porn. Oh God.
I thought maybe like that was what spurred Devin to like craft weaponry.
Yeah.
No,
was
he's
like-
always been crafty.
Yeah, I was like maybe just like the emotional scarring of being alone and defenseless in a hole was like I should make my own tomahawks.
I will never.
Never be in this
Never
situation
be
again.
without weaponry.
Yeah.
That would have been a cool story. But
No. He just fell down the hole and we had to go
Creation
save
story.
him.
it's pretty dope.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't have like I think the furthest I've ever gone into one of those was probably like 50 feet maybe.
See, I've never necessarily been in a sewer, but at Big Rock Park in Santee, there's a little like undercut by what everyone just
Yeah.
refers to as the creek. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Which is like a shallow rock bed.
yeah,
Mhm.
Like
yeah,
there's no
really-
water
I mean,
unless it's a heavy rain.
yeah. But yeah, when I was growing up, there used to be like crayfish and
Yeah.
frogs in the area, so that was like a fun thing to go get them and keep them as pets for a while, and then
Yeah, I used
return
to-
them like a few months later.
I used to go crawdad hunting.
Yeah,
Like there was like a little like a creek outside of my grandma's house.
yeah,
And I would take like some fishing. My grandpa loves to fish, so
yeah.
like, he did some fishing line and like a hook and put like bologna on it,
Mm-hmm.
and you just toss it in.
Yep.
Bologna.
Yeah,
Dude,
bologna.
they go nuts for bologna.
Crayfish love bologna.
Oscar
The
Mayer,
least
dude.
natural
Yeah.
food that exists. It's
Exactly,
Like
that's
why
one
it's-
short of
It's like a
spam.
delicacy to them.
Mhm.
Like they're like, we don't have this.
It's like heroin for crayfish. I don't know
I
why.
used to catch bucketfuls, and then
Yeah.
we take them up my grandma's driveway and race them.
Wait, what?
Raise them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put them on the
They're
ground.
fast.
You put like 4 of them on the ground, and you just like you'd race them.
Mhm.
Fucking bet money on him?
Sounds
Except
great.
You
one
could.
gave birth in the bucket once, and it was very gross.
Yeah, that would.
That sounds
That would
disgusting.
mess me up a little bit.
It was. I just took the whole bucket back and just dumped it in. I was like,
Here,
Done
away
with
with
this.
you.
Like, what does crawfish
Done with this
afterbirth
back.
look like?
I mean,
It's been
like
food.
a shit ton of the legs.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Hmm,
There we go.
that went dark.
Oh.
Matt's microphone was pointing at his dick.
That noise.
Yeah. Crank it in, Thomas.
7 minutes, Tom. Make sure you edit that noise out.
Or keep it. You
Or
know,
keep
keep that
it.
raw
You can
footage.
also move your pop filter like closer. You know. This is so weird.
Not your
dude.
face, but
This is why we
okay.
don't invite
That
Matt
works too.
very often.
How do I podcast?
Podcast hard.
At one time, I did catch like tadpoles there, but not like small little or they start off fairly small, like about like a 2-inch tadpole,
Yeah.
and they grew into like full like
Size Sterling's dick.
4-inch frogs and 4-inch like tadpoles with the legs and then frogs. And no,
Yeah. I did that
Much
for one
bigger.
of my science
Yeah.
experiments when I was a kid. We went and caught some tadpoles and just like put them in this giant, it was like giant metal dog washing bins
yeah,
with like all the sludgy, gross water from the creek.
exactly.
And they just like slowly grew. And
Mhm.
it was pretty cool because I had like a frog at the end that immediately died.
Hey, you know,
Science.
Science.
Alright.
Good times.
Oh, fuck me.
Good children's stories. I picked
Yeah.
up. Speaking of like sewers, apparently I don't know if they're still around. I'm like not in the scene at all, but there were like sewer concerts.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
We're just too
Um,
old.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm sure they're still around. I just would know the first
Wasn't that in, like,
remote,
Shaft?
like inkling about how to like do this. But I picked up some friends from a sewer concert once, and our friend Brian was very concussed,
Mm.
and but they were not supposed to be at the concert or like out at all. And they'd of course been doing like underage drinking at the concert, and they probably had like some weed or something, like
There were some illicit
A bit of weed
drugs
every now and then.
involved.
a bit of weed now and again, you know, like it's a sewer concert, so I didn't expect miracles.
Yeah,
and they were
no,
like
no.
19. And I went and picked them up because I was living like by myself at the time, and they like texted me at like 11:45 at night, like, "Hey man, can you come get us from like down by the zoo? They're like by Balboa." I was like, "Sure." I was in Spring Valley, so I was like, "All right." So then I like drove out there. For those of you who don't know, it was like a 20-minute drive, and like I found them like on the side of the freeway, like right off like a turnpike, like to get off. And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like they jumped in my car, and they're like, "Hey man, thanks for picking us up. Brian got hit in the head. He was bleeding." And they had like a paper towel against his head, and he was like, "Hey man," like I like took him back, and I was like,
Very out of it.
I was like, "You're probably concussed, so let's get you in like a cold shower and try to keep you awake for a little while." And he was like, "Okay." And then our other friend, like Cameron, just like dived into my dirty laundry like pile and was like, "I'm gonna sleep here," and I
Oh,
went to
God.
bed immediately. I was like, "All
Just
right,"
out.
Okay.
and then Nathan like slept on the couch. I had like a fold out like a memory foam mattress pad. I just like put the mattress pad like on the ground, and he like slept on that. And I think Brian got the couch because he was concussed.
Because he
earned
gets
it.
the
And
couch.
yeah, so like we like washed the blood off of him, and like I put like some Neosporin on the inside of a paper towel and like attached it to his head with like a bandana. Cause I'm like, this is all I got right
That's
now.
all
like,
I got, man.
Like,
This is more than I bargained for when I agreed to
yeah,
take you
I
out.
was
Yeah,
like,
this
I was
is-
like, dudes, like,
I'm not prepared.
I don't know where my first aid kit is right now. Like, we're gonna get a rig this as best we can. I was like, do you want to take it to the hospital? He's like, my mom can never find out about this. I was like, all right.
All right.
Like,
I guess it's
wake up
better
in
to
the
have a
morning.
concussion and possibly slip into a coma than just.
yeah, I was like,
Yup.
I assume no responsibility for the outcome of this.
Yeah.
Like,
I said hospital.
I said
I
hospital.
said hospital and telling somebody else.
And I brought the Neosporin, so.
And, I mean, I'm gonna take care of you as best I can if that's your medical provider of choice. But I am a 20-year-old, like, single male. Like, my apartment's
I'm just
probably
getting
not
by.
the most sterile place to hang out right now.
It's true. God, did that
Napes.
note go specifically to guys sleeping in dirty laundry piles?
Yeah,
It was
it's
like a pit.
Then
It
again,
was
they
a
were
pit.
in
I
a
think we
It
called it
was.
the
sewer.
pit.
We called it the pit.
They were in a sewer, so
Yeah,
really it
definitely
was an
stepping it up.
upgrade.
it was.
A pretty significant one.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was like my only like. I didn't even go in the sewer. I just picked up the sewer people.
The sewer.
Right? It's like I said,
God.
like we're just too old now. We don't know where the sewer shows are. Like to get drugs. Like I don't even know how to like start to get drugs.
You're in California now. You don't have to work very hard. You could go down to the local cannabis shop on the corner.
Yeah.
Literally, you can
Yeah,
walk
right,
into a
just go.
store where they have a fine selection, where it's a weed sommelier is up there to provide you your cannabis of choice.
Oh, I
don't
like
have to work- or you're
blew my
thinking hard
mom's
drugs.
mind when I was like, oh, there's like a new weed shop over there, and she's like, how do you know? I'm like, it's got the green plus sign,
Yeah.
and she's like, was that what that means? I see those all over the place. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the red cross for health, but like green because it's weed, and she's like,
It's the weed
oh,
cross.
I'm like, yeah, it's the weed cross.
Though, as an aside, in Europe, that's what all of their emergency like markings are. It's a green cross in Europe because green is a safe color and a good, healthy color.
Yeah.
So it is
California.
It's
And
California,
but in
it's a weed
California,
green.
it
Get
is.
blazed.
It
Green
means
is
come get some
only,
weed.
Let's get blazed.
Yep.
Although
20.
right now until 2018, you have to have a medical card.
That's
do.
true. That's true.
So
and
for
they can't
another-
sell it to you.
Another 29 days as of right now.
Although, to be fair, all it takes to get like a card is apparently being like, I have stress. And they're like, I know it can help you out, bro.
We got you. We got you.
You know what? I could probably give you Xanax, but also, how about I just sign you up for like a pound of weed a month?
A pound.
Am I gonna be able to function? I mean, probably. I mean, you won't be
You
stressed.
won't be
Will not be
stressed.
stressed.
You will not be
I
stressed.
don't know about anything else you'll be able to do, but you won't be stressed about the fact that you haven't gone to work in 5 weeks.
Will you be?
Your money problems will be a thing of the
If you were worried about losing weight, you don't have to worry anymore. So let's treat any hunger issues.
Mostly because you'll forget you wanted to go to the gym.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Treat all of it ails you.
America.
If your goal is to build functional strength, though, you should probably steer clear of this because
Yeah.
your motivation is going to be minimal.
You're gonna be like those people in the cars from the movie Wall-E that are just like slumped over their chairs, except everyone's gonna be blazed and running into each other.
Yep. And they call it a performance enhancing substance. Really? Like really?
Maybe it makes you better at picking out dank snacks.
Yeah, I guess.
That's about it. Like who does that and then goes and plays football? Is like, oh dude,
I got this.
I caught 12 passes for 230 yards. No, they go like, no, I sat on the sidelines and reevaluated my life. Specifically, why does asparagus have only one head instead of being both sides? I thought about that for 3 hours.
This is great, like high thoughts right now.
Go out in the field, you like line up, and then you get distracted by the grass.
Whoa.
If you get tackled a lot, probably wouldn't feel it or care.
Probably.
What are the weirdest shower thoughts you guys have ever had? Like off the top of your head that you can remember? Speaking of weird, like high or thoughts.
I actually don't really get like my shower is like my zen place.
Yeah.
I crank the heat up like
Oh yeah.
as high as I can possibly handle it, where my skin comes out like scorched and red.
Like Trish temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm basically
And-
trying to slough off flesh, so that's how hot I'm making
Yeah.
my shower.
Then I usually will just stand there for like 5 minutes and just like bask in the heat, and then I'm like, I gotta like start my day,
Yeah.
and then I spend the next like 2 minutes like scrubbing my body down, and then like 1 minute on shampoo, and then I'm out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, my showers are like 5 minutes on the long side. So
Oh
I
no,
have a lot of
mine are
fun.
usually like 10, but very little of it is actually spent like cleaning myself.
Yeah.
Compared to just standing in the
Trying to
heat
be alive.
and being like, oh, thank God, it's like a standing jacuzzi.
It's too much.
Yeah, I go in. I start off with the hair. I get wet, and then I go for the shampoo, and then it's just
See, I hate
scrub
that
down.
because then it goes in my eyes.
I'll see, but I just stand there with my eyes closed
Really
and
go
just
top down.
and
What do you mean gets in
kneel
your
myself
eyes?
in the
What?
fires.
What do you mean it gets in your eyes? How old are you?
Not like the shampoo, but like my
no,
hair is
I feel
wet,
it
runs
like
down, it runs
water will
down.
run
Runs
down
in
my
your
face
eyes.
and
Yeah.
my eyes. Like I wash my hair out, but then like I get water in my eyes because I usually like I have my head down because I want it like the water in the back of my neck because I care like all my attention to my neck and shoulders, and then
If,
my water gets my face.
actually,
My
if you
hair is
wanna-
the last thing I wash.
If you want to draw a picture, think Keanu Reeves from the first John Wick series, where he's standing with his arms pressed against the wall and just letting the hot water run down. It's like, that's basically me in the shower, just standing there. It looks terrible, but no one else is in there with me, so
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
just
say,
being.
with two hands. We've
I know.
discussed this previously.
I know.
As long as you don't throw out the two hands when you're peeing.
No, never.
Shower, I think I can forgive.
I'm just being annealed by the fires that is the shower.
I do more of like a Will Smith from iRobot.
Oh,
Where
good
he's just
choice.
like leaning on the wall, just like quietly singing. Because I'm never like silently in the shower.
Yeah.
I always have music or a podcast on.
Yep. Same here.
So I'm always like bopping my head or something else.
See, I like that concept, but then like I can't hear it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Usually
that's
it's
why I
tough
play
to hear.
music. Yeah.
I turn on the water
Charlie Thomas.
and I
thinks.
poo
Oh.
and then I get in.
Wait, so you
Waste a
trap
lot of
the poo
water.
particles in with the hot air? Oh, dude,
And you just
you're just trapping the stank in.
No, man, I just flush it.
My wife does the same thing. It drives me. I'm like, we're in a
Ugh.
drought. Well, now we're not. But
No,
I was
we're
like,
not.
I mean, I don't let it
Just
run
run
for
the
like
water
18
forever.
minutes. I like get the water hot and I hop in, and then I'll just be in there, and then I'm like, I'll check out the stones on the wall, and then like I'm in there for maybe a good 6 minutes before I actually start like bathing. Like
that's
I
yeah.
just kind of like organize my day, but I
Yeah,
don't
you just-
like I don't know.
I don't think.
But then I have like shower thoughts, like
Yeah, I wipe my mind clean.
like the
yeah,
other
I don't think about
like the
anything.
other day, like I was like, have you ever had an orgasm so hard that you like pulled a muscle, like got like a Charlie horse?
No, only
No,
when I sneeze that
But
happens.
I have like during sex like pulled a muscle. I've given myself a Charlie
Yeah.
horse, and then like
oh yeah.
Yep.
like
Oh.
right at the end when you start to get like okay like you
Vinegar
get into the
stroke.
vigorous like
Yep.
you approaching the finish line, and then like you hamstring yourself,
Oh.
and you're just like like
then
pushing
you keep
through, and it's
going.
this horrible mix of pleasure and pain, and you're like no,
Mostly
I
pain.
don't know if I'm more into this or less.
like it's bad. man.
Yeah, definitely have that happen. And just like, no, well, I can't come now, so I guess I'm just gonna keep going.
The worst
Yeah.
is
It's
like I
awful.
can deal with delaying my own completion,
Mm-hmm.
but when she is close, or he, I mean 2017, do what you want,
You do you.
is close, like pushing through the cramp, it becomes so crucial.
Oh yeah.
God, yes.
I think the
And
worst
it's
is
so
jaw.
excruciating.
Jaw, like if you're just going downtown
That I
and,
don't get jaw
and they're about
cramps.
to like
Just don't
go
cramp.
fucking
I just get tired.
45 minutes,
My tongue
just
just
going
starts
back
to
and
hurt.
forth to it, and your jaw's like,
My jaw doesn't get tired.
you're just a perfect man, Sterling.
No, I'm not perfect, but my jaw doesn't get tired. There's one thing that I won't let happen. I don't care how much freaking gator I need to pound beforehand, so I don't get a fucking cramp.
Gatorade.
Hey man, gotta get that salt.
I can picture Sterling just like doing practice like drills in his room, like at
Like
night.
just like burpees, but with his mouth.
like
I actually can't deny this, to be perfectly honest.
How now, Blanca?
I have. What do you mean? I have freaking finger exercises, guys. I do this on the nightly.
Do you do piggy lion?
Dude, the
How'd you
key
know?
is just practice.
You guys
spelling
might know me a
letters
little
with your
too
tongue.
well.
Practice spelling letters with your tongue. That's like the key to
Well, yeah.
any girl.
Oh, dude.
ABC
Start at
Sanskrit.
A and go to Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
I
Oh my
prefer
God.
wingding. I go through the wingdings alphabet, just
Yeah.
square.
Morse code,
Square,
just a lot of
square, just
dot
slash slash. And like a sideways slash where it doesn't hit anything crucial and she's just confused.
Like,
From inner thigh to inner thigh. like
okay.
far too, and then like the dot is like on the gooch.
You're just
where
like-
it's just confusing.
you just like recite the Bible in Morse code on her clitoris,
The word of Jesus.
Wow. Yes,
Good Lord
exactly.
Jesus Christ.
and on the seventh day he said it was good.
Oh.
She's like, I didn't though. Very unsatisfying.
You are welcome.
You're relieved from your duties.
yeah.
Be gone.
Just bring a toy in. I'll just do it myself.
Oh, what you guys been up to? You
Getting
caught up on
slaughtered at work.
Working our tits off lately.
yeah.
Yeah, Jay and I, it's kind of ridiculous at this point because on top of getting hired at the same time, going to the same training, we now have been assigned to the same shop like
Oh,
3
God.
miles from our houses. It's pretty awesome, but also the training is like 3 days and then they're just like, you do everything now. So we got slam jammed on Friday. Like we can do it. It was just, we were very much out of our comfort zone.
Fresh booty holes. to
Especially
the
because like
rigging.
customers come in whenever the hell they want to, and that threw the whole day off.
Yeah, what the hell, East County? You guys pick your appointment times, and then they're like, I'm like, all right, so we have an appointment at 8 o'clock, and then they'll show up at like 9:20, be like, I'm here for my 8 o'clock appointment.
It's like, excuse me.
I'm like, I have a 9:20. That's where I am. I'm at their. What
Be
are
like,
you doing?
You weren't my only appointment today.
Sorry, you have to wait now.
Like, have you seen how many crashes there are on a daily basis?
Oh God.
Dude, there's other people.
It's frustrating.
It's.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
So yeah, we've been working a lot. I'm gonna be going on leave in a week, thankfully. So I'll get 4 weeks over Christmas and New Year's. Just
Nice.
be at home with my wife who's stressed out because she's not working. And yeah, try
And
to
your new
relax.
baby.
Try to have shower thoughts, I guess.
They're
Yeah.
good.
They're good.
I
When I
won't
get
have
some of
to
my-
rush the showers.
Like, I wish they made I need to find a waterproof whiteboard or something that I can mount in my shower. So, like, when I have a idea,
Alexa.
I
You
can
can
Yeah.
have Alexa like we have.
Yeah.
And just go, Alexa,
Alexa, take this down.
take a note for me.
And then it'll be in your ghost voice.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, like, if I lost weight, would my penis be bigger?
I
Would
mean,
appear to be
technically,
bigger.
sort
It's
of.
like,
It would
well,
Here's a
definitely
shower
look
thought
bigger.
for you.
Your
Here's a
penis
shower
doesn't
thought.
grow, but it does become more visible.
Yeah.
I have a good one for you guys to
It
mull
becomes
over the
more
next time.
prominent.
Yes.
Have any of you guys given blood before?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if your blood was given to a dude, your blood has been in some other dude's dick,
That's valid.
boning another woman. Does that count?
Dude, yeah. If that counts,
Does that-
I'm like penis cousins with so many men.
Does that make everyone tunnel buddies?
Yeah.
That's very meta.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Just
Like,
getting
you could
moles
just
and
start-
holes, man.
People are like, how many people have you had sex with? Well, like 182, because my blood all goes to guys.
I mean, so what if?
Technically, that means you probably got
So like,
penetrated.
so
too.
I'm O positive, right?
Yeah.
And so, as the universal donor, anyone could receive my blood. So then, if I had to give blood to my wife,
You'd be fucking yourself.
then I'd be fucking myself.
Well,
yeah,
no, wait,
dude, I want to be
masturbation,
gay
masturbation.
for me. That sounds great.
Right?
See?
I'm like,
shower thoughts. We're gonna be thinking about this later.
It's fucking
You
happening.
guys are gonna be thinking about it later,
'Cause I'm like-
listeners.
because
How
like
about
the vulva get engorged, like
Dude, would
as
that
does
be-
the
if
clitoris.
If you've received blood from
like-
someone else, are you and that guy fucking your wife?
I've never gotten blood from anyone.
Me neither. Never needed to.
I have not
I'm-
either.
my-
but, like,
My body is bountiful.
imagine if you just need transfusion after transfusion. That's like an army of guys and gals
At what point,
plowing.
like,
Oh.
let's say you get like
We're not.
5 like serious transfusions in your life, like back to back.
Mhm.
Like, could there be a scenario where you literally didn't have any of your own blood in you?
That sounds
like-
great.
Let's see. The human men, roughly of mine, Jason's size, have roughly 10 pints of blood in their body.
That's not a lot.
It's not.
I could drink 10 pints.
Okay, but
Ten
anyway,
pints?
you can lose up to
5 to
7. and a
6.
ha- They say 7 and still be alive. That's like the
Right.
maximum you can lose. It's someone of roughly our health and our size.
Right.
So I think at any given point, technically, you could have more of other people's blood in you than you have of your own. like a great deal, but I don't think you can not have any of your own blood.
Okay, so like, what if I lost 7?
Mm-hmm.
I got a transfusion
Yes.
for 7 pints,
So yeah, so you are.
and then I immediately lost another 7, and then got another 7, and then like
I think that
like you got 5
It would
serious
get
ones in a row, right? Like
infinitesimally
feel like
small.
you'd be
eventually there
dead.
probably still be
yeah,
1 or 2
the
particles
likelihood
of
of
your
you
own,
having any of your own blood in you would be
but
minimal.
your supply would dwindle, and
You're
then
just plowing.
like you're just
Basically, you are Legion at that point because you are composed of a multitude of others.
Okay.
I am Legion.
So we haven't taken it far enough
Just
yet.
yell that in the bedroom.
Yep.
Yell that in the bedroom.
I am Legion.
As you're about to complete, just go, I am
time stand.
Kill Cat!
Oh.
So you're getting the multitude of blood infusions.
Yes.
For some reason, let's say some of those cells multiply, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna be semen cells." And like in some weird case, like I know,
Okay.
I don't
and
see
like
that
you
ever
make,
happen.
I know,
Alright.
it's
But-
just shower thoughts.
We're going down a
You
rabbit
gotta
hole.
go down this
guys.
rabbit hole. So then, like, all of a sudden, you're like making love to your wife or girlfriend, and you get her pregnant, and then all of a sudden, she has like a black baby. Jason's not black, so that's why it'd be weird.
Thanks for
You're like,
clearing
what
that
the
up,
hell?
mate.
And then you'd be like, she's like, I didn't cheat on you, and it's like, oh, I got that blood transfusion like a year ago, and I have some like other dude's semen.
Dude,
Like-
was it also a semen transfusion?
Yeah, that's the literal only way. Blood doesn't
not
become
related.
semen. I mean,
I'm just
like
saying,
you-
like
I
the
do-
DNA.
every
like-
time
like,
you
it's
come,
not
there's like a drop of blood in it, but still.
the same
I do
DNA.
like the way that this just went. Like apparently, blood is also stem cells and can become anything,
Wow.
and would just travel like by proximity to the dick. Might just cruise
Yes.
through the walls and become
Dude,
semen.
if
Hey,
that was
man.
the case,
Like
there's about to be,
infiltrators.
Infiltrate.
Yeah.
there's
I don't
about
know.
to be a lot of infiltration
Like,
after No Nut November.
Like fucking,
Oh.
Oh.
we got like rogue insurgents in there.
Oh, semen? Shower thoughts. I don't know. See, if I had a whiteboard, that'd be down there.
That would be down there.
It'd be really confusing for my family as they walked in to read my
God, yes.
They go into the shower and be like, what the
They'd be
fuck?
like,
no
How
blood
long was he in
transfusion
here?"
equals black babies. What? What?
What?
Tom becomes the one guy arguing against blood transfusions. They're like, why?
Why? Modern science.
Science, bitches.
Got the fucking It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia like crazy like whiteboard with all like the like.
Just everywhere. Maybe I'm gonna be alone in my tiny house. I'll have like a room that's just dedicated to whiteboards.
Just have like 15 things of yarn. They're like, oh, dude, do you like, would you crochet? Or no, it's for all my theories. I have a lot of theories.
We were having this discussion today about like the tiny homes because my dad was like, "Why would you just build a regular size home?" And Tom was like, "Well, if I built a regular one, it'd probably be like a
Container
a
home.
container home." He's like, "I've seen some cool stuff," but he's like, "I was like, yeah, Tom's theory is that he's gonna die alone, so he doesn't need more space than a tiny home." And he was like, "It's true." Mom's like, "How old are you?" He's like, 27. She's like, "You've given up at 27?"
I don't know where to meet people.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. It's,
Yeah, like I'm
it's
pretty
rough.
sure Keith and Cindy
Yeah, they met. We actually talked about this last night.
Yeah.
met after 27.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for sure. Like
My mom met my dad in her 40s.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
the dad.
They're quite happy. So you
I
got
just
time.
don't know where you meet people. I am flabbergasted with modern dating. I don't know how you meet people. I don't know how I've ever had a girlfriend.
The key is give up.
Yeah.
That's how I
The
met my
key?
wife.
Like I've given up
I met
hard.
my wife after I was just like, I give no shits.
It's literally been
Anymore.
2 years, almost 2.5 years. I'm just like, I don't even think I'm lovable.
Oh,
It's weird.
That's
Oh.
harsh.
It is harsh,
that
but
was-
it's
You're
like
one of them boys. You're
it's,
lovable.
but it's
Yeah.
weird.
I
It's
love-
like it's
I
very
love
like
you, Thomas.
I've never been single
Love
this
you,
long.
man.
This is the point of the
Thank you.
relationship where Sterling starts to question if you're gay now.
Yeah,
What?
that's-
You legitimately asked me that when I went 2.5 years after I broke up with Angela. You're like,
I just had to make sure, man.
hey man,
You were talking about strawberry Pop Tarts a lot. There was a lot of fruitiness. I don't know. Just
with one mention of
Yep.
strawberry Pop-Tart.
How's that
I
make you
held
gay?
on to.
Everyone loves fruity Pop Tarts.
Right, I was like, they're delicious.
Blueberry Pop Tarts, fuck, dude.
And so do strawberry. They're delightful.
Oh, that is delicious.
But yeah, and Turn's like, I gotta make sure, man. Are you gay? I'm like, what? No, I haven't found anyone I want
Why?
to date. And he's like, it's been a long time, man. Like,
well, it wasn't.
I'm like, I
It
was
wasn't the.
figuring
It wasn't the.
myself
It
out.
wasn't the dating. It was the fact that you weren't trying to get laid.
Yeah,
Dude, it's a lot of effort, man.
It
I
is
don't
a
play
lot.
video
it was
games.
a lot of effort.
Dude,
I'm
especially
married and I don't try.
He's like, it's
After-
right next to me.
It's like, I know it's going to be like going to the gym. It's going to be physical. I'm not prepared for it.
Yeah.
I have kids running around. Like, I'd rather see my kids, like, see me, like, blowing people up on Destiny than have them walk in the room when that's happening. I feel like it's far more scarring to see that.
It really is. Like, I still have, to this day, a memory of me walking in on my parents doing it
That
in the
sounds
bathtub.
horrible. That sounds
In the
Oh,
bathtub.
well, in a bathtub, that's
well,
that's
there's
very...
nothing left to the
And
imagination.
I literally
That's
know,
why.
Hope for a lot
Wet.
of suds.
and like, it was almost like life planned it. Because, like, like, follow me down this road.
Okay.
Fate.
So I used to live on a cul-de-sac, and my best friend at the time, Andy Fessler, she taught me this trick because we all lived in like cookie cutter homes. That like if you take a penny or a coin, you can unlock doors in our houses. Like literally taught me
horrible.
that day when we were playing and hanging
I,
out.
I love this girl.
Later that day or night, like I fucking had a nightmare or something, and I went to go see my parents, and their door was locked and closed, and I was like, the door's never locked and closed. I was like knocking, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh wait. Fucking-
the
I'm
answer.
prepared for this. Went and got a penny. Unlocked the door. They weren't in bed. I'd come around to the master bedroom, and they were just in the bathtub, sudsing.
Sudson. 9 months later, Haley was born.
Maybe, actually.
I totally
Tom's
missed that
like-
joke. Oh.
Oh, God.
Can't definitively say that wasn't the
Can't
case.
say no.
Can't say no.
It was their anniversary, so.
Get fucked.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I have that in my head.
Fate just ruined you.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, I've been planning this for 10 years.
I just got a
This is
crazy
how we
fucking
become
message
of
from
age.
Kaiser, dude. It says,
So-
Kaiser Permanente, the flu is here. Protect yourself now.
It sounds like a 260-pound guy you'd run into at the gym who just fucking, like, pushes you off of machines. What's up? It's the flu.
Flu.
Yeah.
Do
It's just-
something.
Just like a
Do
hard
about it.
stop, like, period. The flu is here. Like, oh shit.
Like, did they just get their first case of it?
Like
in?
a super flu? Like, what the
Like,
fuck?
what's going on?
The
Ebola.
flu. Everybody freaks out over the flu. I went 25 years without ever having a flu vaccination, and I was perfectly fine. Unless you're 1,000 or you're 2,
Or
nobody
me.
needs a flu shot.
Yeah, I mean, the flu sucks.
It's uncomfortable, but like
Actually,
that's time you get
more,
to be at home.
more people die from the flu each year, and I'm not talking just elderly. I'm talking like people's in their 30s and 40s.
Oh yeah, the flu can actually be quite deadly.
It can because it's mutating.
Diarrhea.
It's mutating because we keep making
Yeah.
vaccines.
It's
for it.
usually
up.
like
So that's
dehydration,
Yeah.
yeah.
crazy as hell.
But
But yeah, to be fair, I've gotten the flu vaccination since I had kids, and now I don't get it, and it's nice. But like the flu's here. Some of you are not going to make it through the winter. The flu is here. We're guesstimating that about 30 to 40 million of you are going to die this. If you don't, you got to go get it right now. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Come get your flu shots. They're only $5. Please come get them.
Okay,
We also live in
I don't
Southern
know.
California, where
It's pretty
You know,
dry down here. I feel
yeah,
like
that's
every
it.
virus ever dies.
Yeah.
low key though, like if 30 to 40 million people died, it'd be kind of shitty, but
That'd be great if
but
it
also
wasn't
be
me.
kind of really good. Like the world's kind of
There's too many people.
there's too many people.
That's
We'll
not
say
a
it.
tangent I want to go off.
No,
on
but-
because I will.
let's not follow this one down.
I will just
But
morph
actually-
into Bill Burr. And
I wanna
just start
go-
yelling.
I wanted to go back to kind of we were talking on it for we're kind of far away, but we were talking about this last night and I kind of liked it. And since there's 4 gentlemen here, 4 cis white males, I'll first say that so we'll have to have like a female perspective on some point, like kind of when we had Phoebe on.
Okay.
But we were talking the other night, like talking about dating and trying to initiate sex is the scariest thing right now, because like I was having a conversation with a girl and she was like, well, you never initiate stuff. And I was like, because we're not in like a relationship, so I never want to initiate something and like all of a sudden it backfire and be like, oh, you raped me, or that wasn't consensual, you know? And
Yep.
it's like a weird thing where like when I was in relationships, like, oh yeah, like I'll totally like throw you down the bed and I'm like, I'm gonna have sex with you, you know? But like being single and like trying to mingle, it's a very scary road to travel.
Yeah, it's like you're kind of walking a very fine line.
Really? I've never had issue, but
No,
I
don't,
was
don't play that.
that was strange.
Your phone's
Okay.
just going off. dude.
Yeah.
Phone was gonna play something off of Flickr. I was like,
Oh,
what
okay.
the fuck?
I hear that you want a woman's perspective.
Can we get Siri to chime in? But I've always just asked. I asked, do you want to have sex?
Wow.
What?
Most of us don't have that confidence level.
Well, I'm talking. It's like in the date, and if we've gotten back, like maybe we're making out or we're gotten back to.
Oh, yeah,
one of
yeah,
our-
yeah.
Do you
Like,
want to have sex?
If you're that far in where you're like making out and like that close, you'd be like, that's one thing. But I mean,
I don't
like,
say, that's
No,
that's
just-
inferred.
I feel like I'd have like a mobile printer with me in a form, like a consent form. Like,
At any
hey,
point, are you
dude, I
going to-
dig this, but like, I gotta cover myself.
yeah,
So,
it's just that initiating like thing
Initiating is it is difficult. It can be scary.
because you're just like, I misjudged that. I am so sorry.
now I'm gonna do 5 to 10.
Right? I thought when your fingers grazed my dick that you wanted it, but that was actually accidental.
Yeah.
My bad.
My bad. But yeah, so I thought it was just an interesting thing to talk about. Where it's kind of like an interesting place right now where
It is very much a.
Honestly, I'm so spectacularly out of the game that like
dude, okay,
Mine as well, like,
hardcore.
it's not a concern anymore.
I
But
feel like you married fucks are screwed if you ever get divorced, because then you're gonna get into like super dating.
100%, dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will die alone.
I will
Like
die
if
out.
Selena dies, she jokes about like you can have as many basset hounds as you want. I will not look for anyone else.
I won't. It's too much
Unless
effort.
somebody comes over and is like, "We're gonna get married," I'm like,
okay.
Oh,
I guess the taxes were
Do
nice.
you like
You know,
dogs?
like, but that's like I won't know how. I'm like,
Do you like baskets?
I'm like, did I have a lot of basset hounds? Is that cool with you or what? But like,
yeah, that's cool. We'll get
I would
married
not know
tomorrow.
how to go
Yeah.
remotely into any of that scene. So I'm like, well, I guess that's it for me. I'm
Yeah.
that lonely old man with a lot of dogs and guns.
That's where I'm at right now
Like-
in my life, except
Dude,
the
when I
dogs.
was a kid, that was like my goal because
Nope, I will keep
I
going.
had given up on like dating because I had 2 girlfriends. One was really shitty, and then that second one was like the most horrifically bad, like terrible person. And I went into like a 5-year streak where I just didn't like date anybody.
Yeah.
And my game plan was
Dial up.
get a good job,
Get a good
move
job.
to Chicago, and just like live alone and go see the Cubs and live there. And that's just my thing, is just be alone. And like I was like kind of cool with it.
Like the Cubs guy.
Become,
Like, I was like-
become resigned to
I was
it.
not super happy about it, but I was like, I don't have to be responsible for anybody else. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, my money is my money. Like
I got no permission for anything.
No
my
alimony.
It's all my
my
stuff.
schedule is my schedule. This could be all right. Like
Like I'll have friends, but
I'm
like,
not beholden to anybody. And then you're like, oh, there's this kind of crazy girl at Red Lobster.
yeah, I was like, there's this girl who's been mean to me, and I've been really mean to for a while. I guess I should probably date her.
Guess I should probably lock that shit down.
So,
Yeah, and then
Start cranking out babies with it.
yep.
Yeah, dude, we've almost been together 7 years.
Wow,
No. Holy.
Holy tots, dude.
that's cool
a
though.
Long
Yeah.
time.
Like
Yeah.
that's cool when you're like your kids grow up. You're gonna be one of those guy like relationships where it's like, oh, my parents have been together for blah blah.
Yeah, well, Trish is trying to test that on a daily basis.
Oh.
she's making me earn it. Just remember you're the patient one. Remember you're the patient one. Remember you're the patient one. Just wait for it. Wait. I've learned to just wait it out.
This too shall pass.
When I know I'm right,
This too shall
or even
pass.
when I mess up, but I mess up less than her, I used to like argue about it right away, and then I would lose because I argued about it, and she
Yeah.
was so emotional, and she would win by either crying or yelling or throwing stuff.
Yeah.
Now I just don't talk to her,
He just plays the long game.
and like I don't play video games. Like I'd be like the best fucking dad. Like get up before she can and change every diaper, and I'm like, "What's up? I'm fucking wonderful." And then she ends up apologizing, and I'm like,
She goes downstairs,
I was like,
dishes are
"Fucking
done, trash
shit."
is emptied, dogs have been fed, floor has been swept, children are playing quietly, and he's like, "I have breakfast for you." And she's like, she starts crying.
Just weeping. God,
it
you're
took
a
6 to
godsend.
7 years to learn that, but
Just
that's the good
Hey,
thing about a long
But
relationship.
you learned.
I learned it
He
now at
did learn.
28, so by 40, dude, I'm gonna be a fucking master.
I get it. That's why all dads have a garage, right? And they just putter around.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have a garage. I desperately need one, but
You have a virtual one.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to date this girl in college, and like I always felt bad for her dad because he was like always outside in his garage, and like his wife and his daughter would treat him like shit. He would always sit in his lazy boy. He was a mailman, and then like he would like speak up in the conversation. They'd be like, "Shut up! Yeah, you're so stupid." So like he was just some old
Wow.
guy that would just hang out in the garage, and like no one would talk to him.
That's
So whenever
terrible.
I would come over, I would always like go through the garage and like talk to him, and like he would like light up, and I talked to him for like an hour, and then like finally the girl would come out and be like, I'm sorry, you don't have to talk to him, like it's fine. I'm like,
just
Oh my
dismissing her father.
I'm just like, I was like, no,
You don't have to talk to the servants.
I'm like, I'm hanging out with
He
you.
just lives here.
Yeah.
Don't-
They sleep in different bedrooms because he
What the
snored. I was just like, oh,
Oh my
I
god.
felt so
dude.
bad for him.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That was really
I
brutal.
refuse to be that guy.
I'd go as far as to say that's kind of spousal
that's-
abuse.
That's half of why I was so excited to have a son as my second kid.
Yeah.
Like I'll never be the only dude.
Oh, yeah,
And
you
I'll
need-
never be
you
like
need
the
some-
one ostracized
you
guy
need some
in the
backup.
garage.
Yeah, I just felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, granted, not everything he talked about was great, but we would talk guns, we would talk music, and then sometimes we would talk about how like he numbered his socks because he wanted his socks to wear the same because he's on his feet all day when he's
That
delivering
sounds
mail.
pretty fucking lame.
Yeah.
I
Like
gotta
I'm
be
like,
honest. That sounds pretty bad.
like
Socks are like $10 a pack.
yeah. So like,
Like that's
like not all of them were bangers.
he sounded like he's a pretty decent guy until you said that, and I was like, all right, the story's starting to have a couple holes. I'm starting to side with the daughter a little bit now.
I mean, not all the conversation were bangers, you
like
know.
when
But
a friend
like,
comes over and you go on your fucking loose cannon numbered sock dad talking to your boyfriend. Sounds like it's getting a little weird.
yeah.
Maybe he is kind of stupid.
But then he also gave me like a $900 base for free.
Like you're in their garage, he's like, this is where I keep all my skins numbered of all of my previous dogs.
Yeah.
Wait, like you
I
have
don't-
them
I want
stuffed?
them to
No,
wear
just
evenly.
loose skins. I want them to wear evenly when I snuggle them. I put them on my face to not snore at night.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Pretty brutal.
That is pretty sad though. I
Yeah.
refuse to let that happen.
So even if I got like a tiny home and then got a regular home because somehow I met somebody, I would still keep my tiny
Somehow,
home.
great. I'm 27, so old.
Yeah.
I am old, dude. Fucking just be like, hey, I'm gonna be
We
single.
are literally all older than him.
Yeah,
He's
but I'm
telling us
just
he is
saying,
old.
get fucking
Yeah.
single Matt and see like you
Single
just
Matt was a different dude, man.
Dude,
fucking
I was a
you
different
go
type
out
of
and you're just
guy.
like.
That was
Single Matt
valid.
was a different dude.
Yeah.
I was a very different
My sister
guy.
the other day was like, you just need to go out and meet
Right,
people.
broy.
I've seen the photos.
I played only WoW.
I did not know the single Matt, but I have
I've heard rumor of it.
observed the single Matt's leavings on Facebook.
I cleaned zero things and was the most organized guy, or the least organized guy.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like, what?
What?
You know,
It's
I
like
was
that is
the least organized.
like single Matt doesn't exactly seem the kind of guy I'd get along with too well.
No, I held a lot of L's. But also I stopped caring because I was like, I'll just be single.
Just be single.
It'll all
If I
work
don't
out.
live with anybody, nobody can judge my house. So
That's valid.
cool.
That's true.
It's a good move. I know, my sister the other day told me I should go out and meet people. I was like where?
You know, like, do you have like
she's
a
like-
secret code?
She's like, there's
for-
tons of girls. Go to there's tons of girls at the gym. And I was like, no one wants to get hit on at the gym. Like
Yeah.
everyone has
Valid.
earbuds in.
They get pissed off when you talk.
Yeah,
to
people
at
are
the gym.
running. They're trying to get their swole on.
And here's the thing too. I was thinking about this the other night. This is like the equivalent of like a shower thought for me. I was like, if like any dude had the opportunity to like sexually be with my wife, like I'm talking like grade A, like 12 out of 10 guy, or like a 3 out of 10, they're all gonna say yes. They're all gonna do it. Like it's not gonna take much. Like if Brad Pitt was doing something and Trish was like, "You wanna?" He'd probably be like, I mean, I'm single now. I left Angelina a while ago. So yeah, let's, okay. Whereas that is not the inverse.
Yeah.
It's very true.
I could hit on like a -1 and she'd be like, don't objectify me. I'm like, I was just trying to talk. We can't do the same thing inversely.
Nope.
So finding women is fucking difficult. It's
Even-
extremely difficult.
even though
A girl,
they
you could go to the
outnumber
grocery
us.
store
Oh yeah.
in yoga pants and we will flock to you because not because we're like better, it's because we're fucking simple. We're really simple. We see a nice booty, we're like, oh, hello, my name is Matt, do you want to have a drink or something? Whereas girls are like, hey, he's kind of cute, but I have better things to do with my day because I don't need no man.
Yeah.
And you don't,
You don't. It's true.
and we know it.
We know it.
It's like,
That's why
to-
it's so
we're
hard.
just
to
we're
be
just really
fair,
we're just weak still.
You really
That's,
don't.
No.
that's why it's very difficult for us.
You literally can get our like if you want a kid, you don't need us. You could literally go anywhere, like to a bank.
Dude, literally every time in my entire life that I went out to meet women, I was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Every single time for like 7 years. My wife like fell into my lap at work.
Yeah.
That makes it sound really shitty, like she's subpar. She's awesome.
Yeah, she just
No,
came out of
No,
nowhere.
she just
Every
chose
time
Matt.
like I
at
Yeah,
went
she
out looking
decided.
for like a
Yeah.
good time and maybe like a one night stand.
Like she
She-
asked Matt out,
so
basically.
unsuccessful.
She decided to cut him from the herd.
Yeah, she was like, this one.
This one will be mine.
I'll
And
take
then
this.
she's like, we should get a drink. And he was like,
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Perfect.
yeah, like she's like, can you give me a ride to the car? And he was like, sure, or whatever. Like, or no, was it your bike? It was raining or something. She's like, I can give you a ride home, and you're like, all right.
Yep.
Then you went to her car, and then she's like, or instead of dropping you off, we could do something else. I was like, what will we do?
Yeah, I walked her to her car because some dudes were being gross.
Oh, that's what it was.
And then
Yeah.
she drove me back to my bike, and I was like, okay, thanks. Because I was literally just walking her to be nice. I was like, cool, okay, thank you. She's like, do you want to get, like, food or something? I'm like, I guess I could eat. I fucking hate this job. I need alcohol. So we went over there, and then she went to drop me again. She's like, do you, like, want my phone number? Like, what fucking planet do you live on? You don't know how this works? This is really simple. Trish and I were at very different places in our life. She was, like, party girl at the time, and I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to play, like, World of Warcraft, and that's it. Like, play it in my bed with, like, a 12-pack of Mountain Dew and never get up unless I need to pee.
Even then, that's a lot.
Yeah, and I
Even
was
then,
up till, like, 4 or 5 a.m.
He
and
has
then get
debated
up at,
getting,
2
like,
in
a
the
catheter
afternoon.
system.
I've thought about it. Yep.
Dude.
It's like
Yeah,
a
it was
bed
just-
pen.
It was
Like,
very different.
I don't
so.
miss high school, but I do miss from high school the high schoolness of like someone MySpacing, being like, I have a crush on your friend.
Dude, even
And then
that,
Jason
like,
just being like a good bud, I'm like, oh, blah, 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 it's a crush on you. I'm like, perfect, I'm going to ask her out. I know it's a win-win.
I know.
dude, I
I
went
know.
to
I
an all
got
guys
this.
high school, so
Oh.
that like exacerbated the problem
Yep.
Yeah.
where there was just zero female presence. So I would just lost it all.
Yeah. You're just
Yeah,
like,
I would be like, Thomas, all you literally have to do is go ask me. He's like, dope.
I can
cool.
do this.
Even then, it didn't go as planned. But
Of course
Oh.
not. It never does.
never does.
Because we go over there and go,
No, I literally was,
hey.
we literally cut her from the herd.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
like I picked out a plan.
Sounds
Jason
you're
like
gonna
held
kill her
everyone
now.
back,
Oh, no.
asked her out, and she was like, I got a seat, hugged me, and then walked away.
I got
Oh,
to see.
man.
Jason came out of the door, was like, how'd it go? And I was like,
a no.
not as
I
well
think
as we
that's worse
thought.
than a no.
Yeah, that's
I
horrible.
think that's like.
We're
Yeah,
not
it was
talking after
Pretty
this.
hilarious.
It was pretty good.
I was like, I got this. I'm like, shepherded everyone out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I was like, ready to come back in and be like, high five, dude. That was a win. And he's like, was it?
It wasn't?
I don't,
This
did you
is
see
a
what just
question.
happened?
Just standing there like, wait, what?
What do you mean?
Yeah, good times.
Wow.
But I think that's gonna do it for this episode, you guys.
Yeah.
We
Damn.
we
We
chugged
on a
through
good
it.
tangent.
Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you check us out on the social medias at Chubby Cat Cruise. You can also email us at chubbycatpodcast@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe, review us, share us, spread us on
Love us.
like smear on a bagel.
Hashtag bless up.
Hashtag bless up. Is that what you just said?
Bless up, dude.
Bless up.
Bless up to the heavens.
up.
Straight up.
Oh god.
And if it's like it needs to be expedited, you bless directly up.
Should we rub a
It's
dub
not
chubs
past
it
go.
like all at once?
I feel like
That'd be
none
like
of
some
us have the
ASMR
ability to
craziness.
time it correctly.
I'm gonna count
You
it
can.
down.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna do a count of 3 and then we'll all say it.
Okay, so after
on
the three.
after three.
After 3.
This
All right,
dude
we
really-
ready? 1, 2, 3.
Rub-a-dub
Rub-a-dub
chub.
chub.
This is gonna sound horrible.